Hi people.
Hello everyone.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also good. So for those of you who don't know, Anmol went to Goa with her friends. We haven't spoken to you for as long as she hasn't spoken to me. So today we met
And
and we are here recording an episode.
so welcome back to everyone who has been listening to us and watching us for a long time now, and welcome to those who are the first time listeners. We are Counting Thoughts podcast, wherein we count all our small thoughts, big thoughts, daily thoughts, weekday thoughts, weekend thoughts. All this to bring change, one thought at a time. She is Yasha and I'm Anmol.
Hi people.
So
Today's
today's topic
is social media, Boon or Bane. This is very in India. We remember we used to write essays. The topic used to be internet boon or bane. So this episode is inspired by that. So where do you stand? Is social media boon or bane?
I think it's
नहीं एक side लेना है.
probably go like it would weigh more towards boon. It's a very minute difference, but there are like difference. I have reasonings for both.
But at the essence of it, like I think this should have been my concluding thought, but then अभी ये शुरू में आ गया, so like here it goes. With social media, I believe it's not about social media. It's about the hand that handles it.
That's exactly true. And how aware you are about the entire social media system, because if kids are using it or teenagers are using it, our parents' generation is using it, for whom the social media was introduced.
I think Facebook came. We used to use Orkut. That was in class 8. I have not been on any other platform. I was there on Orkut. Then Orkut it got disbanded, I believe. Then I was not there on any other platform. 5-6 years हो गए. उसके बाद I started using Pinterest, and for a very long period of time I was just Pinterest
Pinning all everything.
pinning everything.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how there was this Instagram and Snapchat wave that came.
Transition. Yeah.
I tried Snapchat for 2 days, like literally 2 days. I was exhausted. मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है ये streaks मेरे से नहीं हो रही maintain. And then I gave up. I stuck around Instagram because it's entirely up to me. Snapchat, I felt that it's less up to you and more up to the people who are
around you, and it's somehow true. I remember that
they dictate like ये streak please make
hello
a streak.
the log. I have I think 3 or 4 day streak start hota tha. It used to go up to 10 day streak, and one of my cousins, he was the one who used to remind me daily that streak. So I think I maintained a 40 day streak with him, which was my maximum. And I think we had Rakhi. Let me complete. There on a video call, and we were talking about Snapchat somehow. 2 of my cousins were telling me that they have a 2000 something streak. And I was
day.
Yeah. And
those are din.
Ashu and Amisha, they were like, since the day they joined Snapchat, they have been sending each other streaks, and they have kept it alive till date. And I was like, how?
पता है क्या मुझे क्या दिक्कत है? They have this compulsion to maintain a streak. I've seen people send pictures of like ऐसे random गाय का गोबर बहन गाय का गोबर.
Like I appreciate that. I tried doing that. I'm not going to lie. I tried maintaining a streak that because at that time it was very trending. It's still trending. But I realized that I don't have the patience for it. I'm not going to open Snapchat every day.
I don't have the mental bandwidth to maintain a streak. It took me 2 days to realize that this is not my cup of tea. Hats off to people who are doing this. That goes to say, I think this is a good segue into why I think Snapchat has become a bane. Our social media, it's supposed to be about you, what you like, what you want to share, what you want to do about it. It is not about the number of followers. likes you get or the shares you get or the streaks you maintain, because as soon as it becomes about that, the dynamics shift, the power shifts, and it's not in your hand anymore. It's in the other person's hand. I have one page for my poetry, and we have one page for the podcast. We have our own personal accounts as well.
And one business account.
And then we have a business account as well. In my phone, I have this many accounts logged in. So what was happening was, if I share something on my poetry page, I would send a collaboration request. And then if we share something on the Counting Thoughtz, this thing, and then I'll get a collaboration request for that also. And then I would like, in your random 15 din mein, even I would want to post something. पर्सनल अकाउंट की ना, आज बर्थडे पार्टी में गए, आज म्यूजियम गए या whatever. I was not paying attention. Like this was happening for good like ऐसे 2-3 महीना तो हो गया था. One random day I opened my account not to post, just to scroll, and then I saw my home screen. It looked like such a khichdi. It looked so chaotic.
I knew my mind is right now. It's chaotic, but I'm like,
and I started thinking like. I wanted to backtrack as to ये ऐसा कैसे हो गया कि इतना unorganized हो गया. Then I realized that I started thinking कि if I'm going to collaborate, it will reach, and then it will reach more people. Although it began with a very innocent thought, like कि just so that it reaches more. Like oh बस इतने ही views, and I realized that I am not that individual.
That stage.
And I am not.
No one should, I think.
I'm not that individual. I've also there are a few people who tell me that they see people on their own friends. They see people on social media, and they sort of worry कि मेरी life में ये हो रहा है और सामने वाले की life में ये हो रहा है. Like say suppose I am here and she's traveling to Goa, now she's sharing stories and she's whatever, you're sharing stuff on your social media that is Goa stuff. मैं तो नहीं हूँ ना, मेरा तो मंडेन चल रहा है ना, मैं तो वही काम कर रही हूँ, उठ रही हूँ, बिस्तर बना रही हूँ, like मेरा तो वही चल रहा है ना.
The usual routine.
Whereas you are partying up until 4. And if I compare that, in reality your life is also कि बिस्तर बनाओ, खाना खाओ, right?
Right.
But then that highlight for 4 days, if I compare my everyday, if I compare my 365 days with your 4 days,
it's unfair. It's unfair to you.
It's unfair to yes. And it puts a pressure on me if I start comparing कि मुझे भी ये करना है, and that pressure starts resonating to my personal relationships as well, professional and personal. And it starts affecting my mental health, my peace, my happiness.
Social media is only 20% of my original life, because what you see on social media are like the good happy moments, or if I'm traveling or something good is happening, that is what usually people post, and it affects your mental health. We don't know the backstory behind.
We don't know the backstory. We don't know, like if you hear a success story, I don't want to know the success story, because success story is a highlight. I'm always interested in the turmoils, the failures that you went through, because those failures and that turmoil is where the learning lies.
Even for celebrities, we tend to think that they are traveling, she's traveling all the time.
Also, like
but it's their work.
I think ये celebrities especially, like ऐसे compare नहीं करना चाहिए. Celebrities especially, I think they're not secretive, because उनका बेचारों का काम नहीं चलेगा ना.
काम नहीं चलेगा.
Secretive
like, if they're catching a flight. Like
काम नहीं चलेगा किसी का, but then they're private. I think every celebrity out there chooses what to share with the public.
That's the key.
In all honesty, fame I think is oversold. There is so much that
and there is hard work that goes into
there is also there is always a timeline to everybody has their own timeline. Maybe you figure out your jazz at 14, but I probably would figure out it at 40. There is this friend that I have, she's a K-pop fan. She had basically ordered photo cards. There are basically pictures of the artists, इन जिससे पत्ते होते हैं कार्ड्स उस साइज का, हाँ उस साइज का. So you can get 7 photo cards, 10 photo cards, whatever.
Oh, I did not know.
Photo, you buy those photo cards.
Is it customizable or it is available in
I
the
think
market?
उनका वेबसाइट पे जो भी बैंड है उनके वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल होगा, मुझे नहीं पता. I haven't bought them, so जितना मुझे basic idea बता रही हूँ. And people were like कि oh why would you do that? And I got so offended कि अपने टाइम पे तुमने टैजो ट्रम्प कार्ड खरीदे, Beyblade कितना खरीदा है?
Yeah.
उनके टाइम का यही है. This is the trump card and this is the tazo. You cannot just take it away from her. 1, 2. She said like such a great thing ऐसे randomly के she wants to learn Korean and people were telling her कि क्या फायदा है? Why do you want to learn Korean? Because Korea is a very small place. You should area wise. And you should learn a language that is used globally. It is not about what language she is learning. It is about the skill set that she is developing while learning that language.
Knowledge is power, irrespective of whichever language you are learning.
No, so mathematics, I do not know differentiation. If you tell me to integrate something today, I knew how to. I don't know how to right now.
Yeah.
But then there was a certain skill set that was required. So the focus, logical reasoning and problem solving and not giving up, being tenacious. This is a soft skill that goes untouched. People who learn mathematics are natural problem solvers because उनका बिचारों का काम है. If they don't approach things with a problem solving mindset, they cannot excel in their field, right? So it's not about her learning Korean. It is about probably she's learning how to learn difficult things. Probably your cognitive skills improve a lot just because if you're learning a language, one language you learn, your cognitive skills improve. This is a scientific research. So I was trying to defend her that somebody in the middle said that तुम कौन सा famous हो जाओगे, Korean पढ़ लोगे तो तुम कौन सा famous हो जाओगे उनकी तरह. But before I could respond, that child said that कि एक ग्रुप में हर एज का बंदा होता है. BTS का इसने एग्जांपल दिया था कि
keeping age
as a factor for fame. Because they're in the same group, just because there is an age gap. There is one guy like who's probably the youngest one.
I think Jin is the eldest one and Jungkook is the youngest one.
Jungkook has that at 24, but Jin has that at 29, 30, right? They both had their own pace. His pace was to get that at 29, 30. His pace was to get that at 24, 25, which is cool.
It is cool and it doesn't matter. Even if you take Harry Potter's example.
The author, oh my god, don't
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. She approached 10, when she wrote Harry Potter, she approached 10 different publishing houses. They turned the script down.
Right.
Look at her now. Very randomly बहुत बड़ा excuse कह देते हैं कि आज की generation is obsessed with social media. But
I think it is necessary, very important for today's generation to learn social media, to
have these tools.
Technological skill set. Especially during the pandemic when all the students were getting their education through internet and through social media.
हाँ मतलब teachers were sharing
live lessons, homework,
YouTube
everything.
Live. I get my lessons through YouTube Live.
Pandemic, social media was a complete boon, and the only bane I feel is 2-3 things that I feel are social media banes are. One, if it gets mentally exhausting for you, or if you start comparing, which is only going to make your mental health worse. Second, I think the person who's handling it should be aware, because sometimes it happens. My mother, she doesn't know if the link is actually correct or not, if the OTP is to be given or not. So your banking information, your personal information, that is something you should know how if it is right to use, right to click or not. So kids and elder people, they're still getting to learn if this is the way of how you use it. And thirdly, I think cyber crimes and the online hate a lot of people receive.
Online hate का तो मुझे हिसाब ही नहीं समझ लगती है. Like you're sitting in a room and you're hating on somebody at a different time zone mein.
I'm like, dude, like someone is doing something productive. How, like, you don't have anything to do that you're sitting and hating on someone. Like,
ऐसा नहीं है that you need a stranger to hate on you. And when I say hate is a very strong term. I had a friend who was in America. He used to cook for himself. Instagram पे अपना blog खुद
like
का
Indian cooking and all
ऐसा-
everything that he used to cook.
वैसा कुछ उसने चालू कर दिया अपना. हमने कहा cool. So one random day I just texted him कि ये फोटो का ये इधर ऐसे होना मतलब this the
You gave advice.
alignment का ऐसा होना चाहिए and ये you know you could have written this and ऐसे. So he started asking for my advice ऐसे casually. Like 15 दिन like 15 days down the line and he told me that would you please help me with this
Like permanently.
And I was not doing anything at that point in time. The transition phase from my previous job to my writing thing.
You, not just a job, I think you shifted your career. You shifted your speciality.
I did.
Yeah.
I shifted my speciality, my stream,
Yeah.
my everything. I shifted.
That transition was happening
That
and hit
that
the pandemic hit.
180-degree transition
Yeah.
was still happening, and I thought that okay, and then I realized that जो common friends हैं, his friends, people I know also, they would ask him, और भाई, like that tone, that condescending tone.
Ah.
Oh my God, it would tick me. I don't know. He has a different well of patience, but it would tick me कि उसको ऐसे indirect, I won't say hate, but then उसको indirect ऐसे condescending
Puns. Initially, I used to feel bad. Now I laugh because I was like, oh, this ticks you off. This happens only when the other person is not in the similar capacity or doesn't have the similar talent. Like the person you're telling about is able to cook, is able to post about it, healthy. Like, I think I would really appreciate how independent the individual was.
And then people would be like, does your food look good in pictures only or is it tasty? Then people have to comment about that also. Arey bhai.
My Virgo trait, I have a similar. Earlier it used to bother me. Now I have a similar sarcastic reply back at them, and I'm always smiling. And they're like, I heard good things and bad things about when we started the podcast. Earlier it used to matter to even cry about it. That they are saying negative things, and I'm just trying to work on a passion project.
If somebody crosses by, says something to me, I am unbothered. I'm very territorial about people I adore. I am extremely territorial about people I care about. I don't cut slack. Aise people I adore are off limits. Whatever. So basically, we got sidetracked again. All in all, us who lack the capacity.
We have to find that balance.
And there are studies that are going on. There is one thing that I would urge everybody to do is, I do it almost daily. So whatever learning that is happening in a confined space. Like it's happening on a screen which is confined. It's happening either on your phone or your laptop or your desktop, wherever, tablet. Just for the sake of understanding, try imagining hilltop and looking at the view from the hilltop, or probably going to the beach and just looking into the sunset. Try and look at something vast that is gives you a broader
prospect,
actual physical, literal broader perspective of things. One bane that people say that there is about social media is that because it's a very small screen, you are stressing your eyes. And you trust me when I say this, I want to run away from social media, but then the need of the hour is such that I cannot. I want to. Second of all, people say that you're hunching a lot because you're...
That's true.
If you tend to scroll social media on your phone while in bed, there is this posture wherein, you sit on one leg and you fold one leg and sort of support your chest on the leg that you folded in front of you. I could show you for the listeners.
For the people who want to watch it on YouTube.
So this is how you sit. So this will help you keep your back straight and it will not strain your neck.
There's one thing my cervical doctor suggested. He told me that if you are using your phone, instead of
looking down,
flexing,
look up,
like looking down and using social media or using your phone, it should be like at your eye level. You use it, and if your hands are tired, then you keep your phone down instead of sitting in a wrong posture.
Yes. And limit your social media. I think
I am telling you, in upcoming years, social media detox is actually going to be a program and a practice.
Like ये वो वाली बात है कि alcohol, Boon या Bane, it is not alcohol. बोतल में पड़े कुछ नहीं कर रहा है.
As long as it's under your control.
If you're not consuming it, it's not gonna do anything to you. Like it's not about the thing itself, it's about what you do with it.
So that's about it. Thank you for listening to us, and if you want to know more about it, probably Google about it. You can write to us and we'd probably take in all the topic requests if you have any.
Yes.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for surprises.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening to us.
Bye people.